Hi, my name is Jillian Garcia, and I decided to cover probation and parole and the importance of it for my capstone project because I got to intern with the Department of Community Supervision here in Warner Robins, Georgia, that handles felony probation and parole. The reason that this is so important to me and I'm so passionate is because I think that probation and parole as a whole is overlooked and misunderstood. I think that there's not a great representation of the impact that probation and parole officers play in the offenders' lives, but also the community. I think that when we look at the prison overcrowding and know that a solution for that is to let people out on probation and parole, it's something that is very beneficial to our prison overcrowding issue, the offender as a whole, because these are still people at the end of the day who have families, friends, loved ones, and they get a second chance at life. They get a second chance to come out from behind bars, go back to school if they were in school maybe before they decided to commit a crime. They get to make relationships with their families, their loved ones, their friends again, and they get to live a normal life. Granted, they do have a lot of special conditions that they have to continuously be checked on. So we have things like the curfew. Every offender has a curfew in the evening to the morning. They do work around, if they do have employment somewhere and they have to work a nighttime shift, they do, accommodate that. But I think something that is so overlooked is the fact that our probation officers, firsthand getting to see how they do their job, these people invest so much into their offenders and into their caseload. And their caseload, they have a lot of people on their list that they are supervising all at the same time. And so my goal with my project was to take the knowledge that I learned from Module 6 with probation and parole and my internship and merge them together into a project that I can go and present to people who maybe don't know about probation and parole, or maybe don't realize why it is so necessary to have probation and parole, and allow them to walk away with such a greater understanding of it, because this is something that I had not a lot of knowledge on before interning, but through the help of this capstone that throughout my whole capstone, it's taken all these big topics that we've learned the last couple years in school and taken bite-sized chunks of it and turned it into this capstone. And we have walked away with so much greater knowledge in these subjects, and I'm excited to see what the future looks like for me and probation and parole.